it's May, so we're talking graduations. I am a firm believer in homemade graduation parties. They taste better, Pat. They're way, way, way less expensive.
Agreed.
And for a little bit of effort, you can give the kids and their families and your family a really memorable celebration. So obviously you're going to want to be grilling, or you're going to be wanting to do something very easy. Maybe you're not a griller and you're just going to bring in pizzas or something, but then you want a few handmade things to go along with that.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites is my mom's recipe for 7-layer bullseye dip. As you can see here, if you can count, that is 7 layers. We've been talking lots about the extras that you can add: shredded lettuce, cilantro if you don't want me to be there. Anything that you want to add to this to make it more than 7 layers, feel free. But the idea, again, is the presentation of the concentric circles of ingredients. And if you would like to get the recipe for this, be certain to click the link below, and it's right there for you. Again, very easy store-bought ingredients, and it makes a beautiful presentation. Also, we have the kind of semi-famous Sally Ann graduation caps, which I take as graduation gifts when I'm invited to a graduation party. They could not be easier to put together. They're just simply 2 candies, a mini Reese's peanut butter cup, and then a square of Ghirardelli chocolate that comes in a variety of flavors. And then you just add a little candy on the top to resemble the button on the top of a mortarboard, along with just a swoosh of frosting. A swoosh of frosting to resemble the tassel on the grad cap. And of course, you can choose school colors in a variety of colors just right in the baking aisle at your favorite supermarket. So here we have May graduation from Cookin with Sal and Pat. Like us below. Subscribe to get the YouTube alerts on when the next one might be available, and click below for the recipes. This is 7-layer bullseye dip, another one of my mom's famous recipes. Everyone makes some kind of taco dip. I'm aware of that. This is cute because it looks great on your graduation buffet table because you make concentric circles. I'm not an artist, Pat, but trust me, my mom is very bossy, and she would insist that these be concentric circles on the platter. So we have this huge platter. You're going to want a little bit of side on your platter just so things don't slip off. Okay? It's a really easy dip. It's almost all canned ingredients. I know that fresh is really in now. If you insist on freshness, you could put some shredded lettuce on the top, but then it would be more than 7 layers. So our 7 layers in order are refried beans, sour cream mixed with taco seasoning mix, which makes it a beautiful orange color, go Natrona, green guacamole, go Kelly Walsh, salsa, shredded cheese, black sliced olives, which make the bullseye dip, if you get my drift, and then chopped onions, because you can't have Mexican food without chopped onions, I've been told again and again and again.
What about cilantro?
If you insist, I'll just have to peel mine off and spend the
Little
entire
50-50.
party. Sure, and I'll spend the entire party peeling off my cilantro leaves. So this could not be easier. Honestly, it's just building. It's just building. I have to have my cheat sheet, so I do it in the right order. So if you've used refried beans, I know some people get grossed out by refried beans, and I'm really sorry about that. They're kind of solid in the can. This is one large can. I saw in the store yesterday they also now have super giant cans. So you could use a super giant can if you'd like. Basically, regardless of how many ingredients you have or what size that you purchase, you're just going to stretch them out on your platter of choice. There's also a lot of garbage with this. So we have the refried beans in a bowl, and we're just stirring them around to make them more pliable on your platter. Next, we have sour cream. This is the 24-ounce, 1.5-pound container. Again, you could use 2 smalls. If you are disgusted with this much sour cream, you could use half, but you need enough to spread.
Do you want me to mix that up for you while you spread it?
That would be perfect. Let me just...
So I'm just going to pour this in and stir it all up, right?
Yes, you are. and it's going to make a great color.
I'm smart enough.
It is early spring in Wyoming as we shoot this, and I mean early spring. So I purchased avocados fresh from Mexico yesterday because I thought it would be great to have fresh, and they're like as hard as baseballs.
Well, it's because of Trump.
So we opted for purchased guacamole. You can of course make your own guacamole, but do not leave out the guacamole layer because it is integral to the taste of this recipe. So we're going to start building our concentric layers.
Don't forget about the circles. So hence the 7 layers. This is like layer 2.
Hence the layers. This is layer number 2. You can, of course, add layers. We've already had a suggestion of cilantro. We've had a suggestion of, shredded lettuce if you feel like you need more veg. This is great graduation party food. You want to be certain that this is kept chilled. So if your buffet is lengthy, you could place this in an ice bath. Layer 3 is the guac. After avocados is the salsa. Of course, you can make your own salsa. Of course, you can put cilantro in your own salsa. Just don't invite me.
Don't you only put cilantro in salsa?
Don't invite me.
No cilantro in salsa.
No cilantro. Oh, and I blooped it. Peggy Jane would be so mad. Get up there. Can't cook without using your fingers, right? I could never work in a commercial kitchen because I am a finger cook.
Finger licking cook. I like that. That looks really good.
There we are. There's the cilantro. Or the, excuse me, the sauce.
Got you to say it.
It's on my mind now.
She's going home tonight cooking cilantro.
Ew, I'm going to dream about cilantro now. Look, I was so careful in the beginning, and now I'm getting sploopy.
That's because you think about cilantro.
Sploopy, sploopy, sploopy. Okay.
That looks cool. I made many 7 layers. I've never shown each layer as we're doing.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, okay. Tomatoes are next. Now here's where the bullseye comes into play. Because the bullseye should be the black olives.
Which we don't need any of those. If you're asking me, just put those away.
What?
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, unless we have cilantro on it, then it might hide the taste of the disgusting
Just for onion lovers, not I'm going to hide the onions under the black olives so that we still end up with the black olives as the bullseye dip layer. Now, is that a thing of beauty or what? And it tastes good. This is the 7-layer bullseye dip. You want to open that package for me?
Damn right I will.
See if we can not explode them all over the floor. Good luck. Okay. At Peggy Jane the mom's instruction, these would be placed around the edge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I taste it?
Go, yes.
You have to get all of them?
That's the idea. Oop, you missed a few. You did pretty well, though. How is it?
Amazing. No olives.
Is it? See, you can do the same thing, and I would do the same thing without onion. But honestly, you know, if you're hosting a graduation party, you're going to be really busy, and your menu is going to be something that the people you want to entertain will come and enjoy. And this could not be easier, and it is homemade. It is really, really easy, and it tastes delicious. Yes,
for sure. My mom can make that one.
Thanks for being my taster. I think it looks really pretty for the buffet table.
It's amazing.
We're making graduation caps, which honestly, they're adorable and they take no time at all. And once again, you can be a little bit creative. We're using Ghirardelli chocolate squares. Ghirardelli chocolate squares. They come in a variety of flavors. You can buy just dark chocolate. You can buy just one flavor. This is the variety package, which is what I always choose. I've gotten in the habit of making a couple of dozen of these and just taking them to each graduation party that I'm invited to. I've taken them to Natrona, Kelly Walsh, Glen Rock. In Wisconsin, I made them for both my niece and nephew's graduation parties, and they're very, very popular, and they're very, very easy to put together. So it's nothing more than a mini Reese's peanut butter cup. It is very mini, and we're going to take the Reese's peanut butter cups, which I notice now come without the wrappers, so that saves a little bit of time. And you're going to want to turn them over. They're so small, I can't tell which is which. And then you're going to use a dot of frosting, just a teeny dot of frosting. And you're going to want the adornments, of course, to match the color of your graduate school. This royal blue happens to be the color of my niece and nephew's school in Wisconsin. And then you just simply apply very gently so that they don't crack the Ghirardelli chocolate square to the top to make it look as though it's a mortar board. Look how adorable that is.
I'm liking it.
I'm just going to do it
Go
this
Trojans.
way so that we can have a little ways to work. I think I brought you some green frosting, did I not?
You did, but we only have the one thingamajigger.
Okay.
Is that what you call it, the thingamajigger?
That is what I call it, a thingamajigger.
Yeah.
And then there's just, so that looks like a little baby mortar board, and they're delicious to eat. They're completely edible. Then we have just a variety from your cake baking aisle at your favorite store or hobby store. We have just a variety of cake decorating items.
Is that just pure sugar?
The white and the pink are just pure sugar pearls. The purple for the Glenrock Herders are actually chocolate. So they're like little M&Ms.
So one of each
balls.
in the mouth would be really good.
Sure, you could certainly do that. Of course you could. So then we're going to take, since Pat is just a teeny little dab right in the center, and then we're going to add a button to make it look as though it's a mortar board with the button on top. Go Herd. And then you're going to take a little string and just make a little tassel. Now, how cute is that? And just kind of let it, yep, you did that just perfectly. And this is obviously an assembly line. Obviously, it goes together just as quick as can be. If you want to make the buttons of frosting, I think the pink are so cute for girls. I know that there aren't many school colors whose colors are pink, but I think they're really cute for girls. And I might use them for girls. And literally, obviously, you can make dozens of these. These are my cautions. They need to be kept chilled in the refrigerator prior to the party, and obviously you cannot stack them. So that's your refrigerator space is going to be in high commodity before you deliver them to the party.
I'd recommend a French door fridge for that. That way you have more refrigerator.
And where might we buy a French door fridge?
I would say Kitchen Connections would be a great place to buy one of those.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's where I buy mine.
That's fabulous. And Pat and his staff would be happy to help you with your new French door refrigerator prior to graduation. Also, during the party itself, please keep these on ice or at least out of the direct sunlight. We had two disasters in a row in Wisconsin where the humidity was about 97% on party day.
Huh.
And they were on my mom's screen sun porch, but it was sunny on the sun porch, and they melt very quickly. And the boys ate them, but we
don't care.
But they didn't look quite as pretty.
Put them in the fridge for 5 minutes and start eating.
Honestly, graduation caps, they could not be easier. Your kids can help you and feel like they have had something to do with the party prep. And you can use whatever flavor chocolate square you'd like. You can use whatever color decorations you'd like to match your graduates' school colors. And they're just really, really fun, just a little addition for your buffet table at graduation. And happy graduation to all the 2019 grads. We're very proud of you, and good luck in your future.